Hey everyone, this is Linda here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon so that you do not miss any of our videos. Today, I'm here to talk to you about reasons why God disconnects certain people from your life. Everybody that we meet on this earth has a purpose. There's a reason behind it. Some people walk into our life, they give us memories and they are gone. They are seasonal. There are certain people who walk into our life and they live forever. They are with us for lifetime. Dear people of God, there is nothing on this earth that is permanent. Everything is temporary. There are times that we are so close to someone, but there are times of loss. There are times that we just have to move on. That is life. So dear people of God, the scripture says it's time for everything. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Everything has time. Yes, that's how beautifully God has created. But there are certain times, there are certain days that God removes, disconnects certain people from our life. And He wants us to move on and start a new chapter of life. It's painful when we have to move on. It's painful when we have to lose someone. It's painful for us to disconnect from certain people from our lives. But, dear people of God, it is for a reason and a purpose. So today I'm going to share 3 reasons why God disconnects us from certain people. The number one reason that I want to share with you is God has a greater plan in store for you. Yes, He disconnects certain people because He has greater plans for you, greater blessings for you. Yes, when He has a greater plans for you, when He has divine plan for you, He can do anything. He can just remove anyone and anything that hinders God's plan to be fulfilled in your life. And that's why He removes certain people. We need to know that. We need to be happy when He disconnects us from certain people because He has beautiful plan for us. The second reason that we need to know why God disconnects from certain people is because when we understand when certain people in our life become toxic, that's when He starts disconnecting people from our life. Yes, dear people of God, this world is full of toxic people. We never know. People are always toxic. They're gossiping behind us. They're talking behind us. They're envying behind us. We never know. And when that becomes so toxic, God just plucks them out of our life and throws them out. And that's good for us. So be happy when God removes certain people because they are really toxic for us. And the third reason why God removes and disconnects certain people in our lives is because when we start being so dependent on them, when we start being so dependent and trusting them more than God, that's when He starts disconnecting them from our lives. He removes them completely because He is a jealous God. He wants the first place in our lives. The moment we start prioritizing them, the moment when we start looking for them, when we start, putting them first, God completely removes them out of our lives. Because prioritizing someone else rather than God is equal to adultery. Yes, and that is what God hates. When that becomes too much, God simply disconnects people from our life. So dear people of God, these are the 3 reasons. When we know all of these 3 reasons, we will never be afraid to disconnect from certain people. Trust Him because He knows what He's doing. He never makes any mistakes in our lives. He knows what is best for us. So dear people of God, I know it's painful when you have to leave someone, when you have to move on. But it's okay because God has a beautiful plan for you. He knows what's best for you. So stay strong, take courage and trust in His plan. Hope this video blessed you. Thank you and God bless.